Alright, so now we're going to go on how we warm up on the shred mill. There's different gears we train in. Sometimes we say we're going to gear up like a 10-speed bike, and that's what we use when we warm up, just gearing up our circle like a bike. And that's how we warm up. I got Earl Wolf here, safety in the NFL, but was even amazing about him is not just making the NFL. When he went to the combine, he was the 2nd fastest safety his year and still the 8th fastest safety all time at Indy. And he still holds the #1 broad jump ever at Indy for the safeties. And I think he has a top 10 shuttle. So speed, explosion, and quickness, he covered it at Indy as one of the all-time greats. So the goal is to have him start running correctly. And if he runs correctly, then what you'll notice is his speed will be higher than mine just because he's a more powerful and faster athlete than me. And that's what this shred mill shows you. So first, all we're going to do is warm up. So I'll do a set, then I'll coach Earl through a set. I'll do a set and coach Earl through a set. What I'll normally do is I'll have the hill set at 10%. I'm going to have it at 0 resistance, okay, because we're warming up. And I'm just going to cut the screen on. And what I'll tell is, hey, let's just make circles. Let's stay holding onto the bar, but let's not work on drive mechanics. Let's work on almost being on a beach cruise, and let's just make circles and just stay between 6 to 8 miles an hour for 10 seconds. So all I'm going to do is hit start and go 6 to 8 miles an hour for 10 seconds. All right, Earl, you're up. So again, chest up and just make circles. We're not working on drive mechanics, we're working on just cycles. And you'll see Earl just going easy, gets it to 9 or 10, just because he's a more powerful athlete. Good, rest. Okay. Now what we'll do normally in between this drills, or these sets, is just work on these high knee grab drills, chest up, knee up, toe up, okay? And these quad grab drills with that foot loaded. And just start programming, getting our heel up here and our knee up here. So we'll just kind of stretch out in the middle and we're just warming up. So I'm going to do another set, try to keep it between 6 and 8. Since Earl was at 9 or 10, I got a little ego, I'm just going to keep it at 8. And I was at 8 or 9 that time, so Earl put me to shame, but he'll still, so we'll say at least 8 to 10. Don't let him fall below 8. We're just warming up. Again, warming up our cycle. Keep this left toe loaded. These are 10s and 9s, making cycles. Good. So sometimes we'll stay in the form phase. And the next things we'll work on the form phase is gearing up like a bike. And what we're going to work on now is trying to keep a circle and then gear it up. Bigger circle, then gear it up. Bigger circle. Again, just a different way to warm up and teaching someone how to gear up like a bike. When they ride a bike and their circle is this big, if they don't want to work harder and they want to get faster, they gear up, get a bigger circle. That's all we're going to do. And that's how we teach people how to gear up like a bike for speed, top speed. So now what I'm going to do is still do these same little stretches, these high knee grabs, these quad stretches. You know, I may snap and stretch, I may fire and touch, anything to get those muscles loose. And now I'm going to try to see 6 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. And do that not by working harder, but by gearing up that cycle. So I'm going to try to see 6, 8, 10. So 6 is going to be easy. 6, 8, 10. And I actually got it to 11.5. All I did was I didn't try to work harder, I tried to gear up that cycle. Just like riding a 10-speed bike. So don't work on power or energy, just gear up, okay? Good, now see 10 to 11. Now see over 12. Good, rest. So I was watching Earl's face there, it stayed calm. So he was just gearing up. We'll do one more of those. We call these gear ups like a bike, warming up that cycle. Cycle, get faster, get bigger cycle. Get faster, get bigger cycle. Chest up, knee up, toe up, quads, foot loaded. Simple mechanics. There's this little cycle right here that everyone teaches for top speed. And that's all we're doing is we're warming it up. So all we're doing is just warming up that cycle. Cool thing about this is it makes our foot come underneath us. We can't hit to the side, can't hit in front. We got to come down exactly in the right spot every time. Okay, so I got it up to 11.9. Not working on power, so I want to see Earl go 8, 10, over 12 miles an hour. Now I want him to see those speeds, so I don't want him to go from 0 to 12. I want him to work on gearing up. So see 8 first. And stay there until I tell you to go over 8. 8, see 8. 10. Over 12, big. Good, rest. Good, good, good. So that's like the first level of how we teach someone to run. Working high knees, working butt kicks on the turf, that's great. Working warm-up drills in the middle, that's great. And then get them the sensation of just getting that circle bigger and bigger and bigger to increase speed, increase speed, increase speed by with form and circle, not power and aggression.